Throughout history, cultures across the globe have reported experiences that defy conventional explanation. From the trance dances of tribal shamans to the channeled messages of modern-day mediums, the human desire to connect with the unseen realm has been a constant thread in our collective story. Are these experiences merely products of overactive imaginations or glimpses into a reality beyond our normal perception? This is the question we will explore as we delve into the fascinating and often controversial world of mediumship, channeling, and their possible connections to mental health and other dimensions. The idea of a sixth sense, a way of perceiving beyond our five physical senses, is not new. Ancient cultures readily accepted the existence of spirits, deities, and the ability of certain individuals to communicate with these entities. Shamans, often seen as intermediaries between the physical and spiritual worlds, would enter altered states of consciousness to heal the sick, divine the future, and guide their communities. These practices, often shrouded in ritual and symbolism, suggest a deep-seated belief in a reality beyond the material. Fast forward to the present day, and the desire to connect with the unseen remains strong. Modern mediums claim to communicate with the spirits of the deceased, offering comfort and closure to grieving loved ones. Others channel messages from what they believe to be higher beings, offering guidance and wisdom for navigating life's challenges. While skepticism abounds, the enduring fascination with these phenomena suggests a human need to believe in something beyond ourselves, a yearning for connection that transcends the boundaries of life and death. Is it possible that these experiences, spanning cultures and millennia, point to a fundamental truth about the nature of reality? Could it be that our understanding of consciousness, perception, and the very fabric of existence is far more limited than we currently believe? As we journey through the realms of ancient rituals, modern beliefs, and scientific inquiry, we may find that the answers to these questions are more profound and more unsettling than we ever imagined. Studies conducted by the Institute of Noetic Sciences, the Explorer Tape series from the Monroe Institute, and the well-documented trance channeler and psychic Edgar Cayce provide valuable insights into the world of channeling and mediumship. The Law of One Ra channeling book series has been a cornerstone in understanding the mystical. Famous hypnotist Dolores Cannon has also contributed significantly to this field. Media personality and channeler Bashar, known for his documented trance channeling sessions, has also provided a wealth of information and insight into the mystical realms. The idea of a sixth sense, a way of perceiving beyond our five physical senses, is not new. Ancient cultures readily accepted the existence of spirits, deities, and the ability of certain individuals to communicate with these entities. Shamans, often seen as intermediaries between the physical and spiritual worlds, would enter altered states of consciousness to heal the sick, divine the future, and guide their communities. These practices, often shrouded in ritual and symbolism, suggest a deep-seated belief in a reality beyond the material. Fast forward to the present day, and the desire to connect with the unseen remains strong. Is it possible that these experiences, spanning cultures and millennia, point to a fundamental truth about the nature of reality? Could it be that our understanding of consciousness, perception, and the very fabric of existence is far more limited than we currently believe? To truly grasp the significance of modern mediumship, we must first journey back in time, exploring the ancient roots of this enduring human practice. From the heart of the Amazon rainforest to the sun-drenched sands of ancient Egypt, evidence of spirit communication and altered states of consciousness can be found etched into the very fabric of human history. Consider the shamanic traditions of indigenous cultures. For millennia, these spiritual practitioners have employed drumming, chanting, and plant medicine to induce trance states, allowing them to commune with spirits and access hidden knowledge. These rituals, often intensely physical and deeply symbolic, serve as a bridge between the mundane and the mystical, providing a glimpse into a world where the veil between the living and the dead is thin.
In ancient Egypt, the pursuit of spiritual knowledge and communication with the divine was a central aspect of life, death, and the afterlife. Elaborate rituals, often involving priests and priestesses trained in the art of trance and divination, were performed to appease the gods, seek guidance, and ensure the safe passage of souls into the afterlife. The Egyptians believed in a vast pantheon of deities, each with their own unique powers and domains, and sought to connect with these entities through offerings, prayers, and elaborate ceremonies.
The similarities between these ancient practices and modern forms of mediumship are striking. Both involve altered states of consciousness, often achieved through specific techniques and rituals. Both emphasize the existence of a spiritual realm and the possibility of communication between the living and the dead, and both, despite facing skepticism and criticism, continue to exert a powerful hold on the human imagination. By examining these ancient echoes, we begin to see that the desire to connect with the unseen is not a modern invention, but a fundamental aspect of the human experience. These practices, passed down through generations and woven into the tapestry of human history, suggest that the boundaries of our perceived reality may be far more fluid and permeable than we have been led to believe. The line between divine inspiration and what we might now call mental illness has always been blurry. In centuries past, individuals exhibiting unusual behaviors or claiming to communicate with spirits were often labeled as possessed, mad, or even dangerous. Yet within these experiences, often misunderstood and feared, might lie a key to understanding the potential of the human mind and the nature of consciousness itself. Consider the phenomenon of religious possession, a practice found in cultures around the world. From the ecstatic dances of Sufi mystics to the spirit possession rituals of Haitian Vodou, individuals willingly surrender their bodies and minds to what they believe are external forces. These experiences, often accompanied by altered states of consciousness, changes in personality, and even superhuman feats of strength or endurance, challenge our conventional understanding of self and identity. Is it possible that these individuals are indeed channeling the energy and consciousness of other entities? Or are these experiences better understood as expressions of extreme emotional states, perhaps rooted in cultural beliefs and expectations? The answer, like the phenomena itself, is complex and multifaceted. In the realm of artistic and intellectual inspiration, we often speak of individuals being touched by the muse or experiencing a sudden surge of creative energy. Could these moments of heightened awareness and insight be linked to the same underlying mechanisms as religious possession or mediumship? Is it possible that what we perceive as genius or madness is simply a matter of degree, a reflection of our ability to tap into realms of consciousness beyond our everyday awareness? The boundaries between inspiration, possession, and mental illness are far from clear. By exploring these seemingly disparate phenomena, we may gain a deeper appreciation for the complexities of the human mind and the extraordinary potential that lies dormant within us all. Perhaps by embracing the mysteries of consciousness and exploring the full spectrum of human experience, we can begin to unlock the secrets of our own hidden depths. Section 4. Channeling the Cosmos, New Age Beliefs and Practices. The latter half of the 20th century witnessed a surge of interest in esoteric spirituality and what became known as the New Age movement. Channeling emerged as a popular method for seeking guidance, accessing higher wisdom, and connecting with spiritual beings.
From ascended masters and extraterrestrial intelligences to angels and nature spirits, the possibilities for channeled communication seemed limitless. Proponents describe it as telepathic communication, entering a receptive state to act as a conduit for information or energy.
This information can take many forms, from spoken words and automatic writing to visual imagery and even musical compositions. One central tenet is the belief in a vast web of consciousness that extends beyond our individual selves.
Channeling taps into this universal consciousness, offering wisdom and guidance for spiritual potential. While embraced by many, channeling has faced criticism and controversy.
Skeptics dismiss it as imaginative role-playing or mental instability. Concerns include potential deception and difficulty in verifying authenticity.
Despite criticisms, channeling remains popular in New Age communities. It offers a tangible connection to the unseen, accessing guidance from beyond ordinary perception.
Whether seen as genuine spiritual communication or a product of the subconscious mind, channeling raises profound questions about consciousness and perception. Section 5. Dissociation or Divinity. Mental health and the medium's gift. The intersection of mediumship and mental health is a complex and often misunderstood terrain. On the one hand, the profound experiences reported by mediums, communicating with the deceased, accessing hidden knowledge, entering altered states of consciousness, raise questions about the potential for overlap with dissociative mental health disorders.
On the other hand, many mediums live healthy, productive lives, suggesting that their abilities are not necessarily indicative of pathology. Dissociative disorders, such as dissociative identity disorder, involve disruptions in a person's sense of self, memory, perception, and consciousness. These disruptions can manifest in various ways, including amnesia, depersonalization, and the experience of multiple distinct identities or personality states.
Given the seemingly unusual nature of mediumistic experiences, it's understandable why some might draw parallels to these conditions. However, it's crucial to approach this topic with nuance and avoid hasty generalizations.
While some individuals with dissociative disorders may report experiences that resemble mediumship, such as hearing voices or feeling detached from their bodies, these experiences are typically distressing and disruptive to their lives. In contrast, many mediums report that their abilities are a source of comfort, purpose, and connection to something larger than themselves.
Furthermore, research on the mental health of mediums has yielded mixed results. Some studies have found higher rates of certain personality traits, such as absorption and fantasy proneness, among mediums compared to the general population. However, these traits are not inherently pathological and can also be associated with creativity, empathy, and spiritual inclination.
It's essential to recognize that mediumship, like any human ability or experience, exists on a spectrum. While some individuals may struggle with their abilities or experience them in ways that are distressing or disruptive, others may integrate them seamlessly into their lives and find them to be a source of strength and insight.
As with any aspect of human consciousness and experience, a nuanced and compassionate approach is essential when exploring the intersection of mediumship and mental health.